nice is it? This is Holdenwith Lake. It is so pretty. But today's video is going to be giving you a couple of different tips to increase your endurance. I got some questions after my last few videos of the 200 and the 300k, just people saying like, how do you build up to that? So here are a few different tips that have helped me, or things that have helped me over the years. So the first thing is to increase your time on the bike rather than just focusing on increasing distance. So for example, from going from like maybe 100k to 200, what I did was I did a flat 100k and then a hilly 100k before I did a flat 200, because the hilly 100 and the flat 200 were more similar in time on the bike, because that's what you want to get used to, is actually just being in the saddle for that long. So that would be the first tip. The second thing I guess would be get used to eating and drinking on the bike, and getting used to what you like to eat and drink on the bike. For me, I like dates. I don't have a set strategy of like, well, I guess I do. I just try and have like one date every half an hour, and then when I stop, like eat a little bit more. But I'm eating constantly pretty much throughout the day. Drinks wise, God, I always, I should have learnt this. I wish someone had told me this earlier on. Well, they did, but I didn't listen. Electrolytes. I always used to just think they were a bit of a scam money wise. I'm like, I don't need them. But then when I started doing really long rides, you need them. Like if you don't, I used to get like, it was like a hangover. It was awful. So make sure you're getting electrolytes in as well on the longer rides. So yeah, that's a couple of tips. What other things do I do, or what helped me? Also, I guess, yeah, the more you are in the saddle, you'll kind of realise if you need to tweak your bike fit in any way. So for me, when I started up in the mileage, I realised that my saddle was not very good. And so I changed saddles, and then on like a few 200s, I realised that my shoulder and my back was aching. And then I found out that my handlebars were too wide, so I narrowed them, and then that made all the difference. So there's that as well. Also, I think one major element of it, sorry, I've just started to move the lens, is, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, is like the mentality of it. I think if you went out and thought you were going to do 200, 300, whatever, in like one big block, like that mentally is quite a hard thing, I think anyway, to do. So I always kind of break it up into like shorter sections. So when I did that 300, I had 45k to meet Darren, then 200k on the ride, then 45k back, and that's kind of how I broke it up. So yeah, mentality and how you think about it is a huge part of it. So just know you can do it, and like how you talk to yourself. Like if you set off thinking, oh God, I'm never going to finish this, you probably won't, but like tell yourself, you know, you can do this. And then like on Audax and stuff, you just, it's broken up quite well. So like the controls are generally around 50k, 60k apart. So for those, I just generally think, right, I've just got to get to the next stop, and then the next stop, and then the next stop, and then you're done. And I think also it's important to remember that you probably are going to have some times where you really hate it and you're like, why am I doing this? I've had many of those times. I've had many tears on the bike. I remember one of them on my first 400k I did. It was the first time I'd ridden like all day and through the night into the next morning, and I had these like clear glasses because it was just coming into morning, and I was with Darren actually. That's where I met him on that ride, and I was just sobbing. But because I had glasses, I didn't think anyone could see me, but I had clear ones on, and I was just sobbing, going like, I can't do this. But I guess by pushing your limits, you realise where your limits are. And also, I guess it's individual for everyone, is the more longer rides you do, you realise the things that help you. So for me on that 400, I knew that I needed to sleep better running up to it, because I'd been working a lot and I'd not had much sleep, so that really affected it. So you will learn things for you. It's easy for me just to give you some basic tips of what helped me, but I guess you will learn it on your own. And then just have a go at it. If it's something that you want to do, have a go, because there's no, I think Mike Hall, one of his sayings or quotes or something that I really like and always remember was like, there is no, how did he say it? There's no like pass or fail. It's just all learning and all experience. So don't go into it thinking you're either gonna, it's like a test and that you're either gonna fail or you're gonna pass. Just go in, enjoy it, and just have an experience, because even if it doesn't go to plan, you still get the experience out of it. I've had that many times, and they're sometimes the most memorable rides, the ones that haven't gone well. So yeah, I hope that's helped. I'm just going to have another 10 minutes or so here, just lazing around the lake, and then I'm going to head back home. But yeah, if you've got any other questions about doing longer rides, and leave them in the comments. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. So thank you so much. Farewell, goodbye. I'll leave you with this view. My bike, the view, green socks, and more view. Also, why can't all shorts have pockets there? I give this one a 6.5 out of 10. It's just not got much height on it.